Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHUTV. My name is John, your host as always. The subject of today's video is discussing Manchester City 1, West Ham United 0. As always, let's start off with the team sheet. 5 changes from the game against Fulham. In goal we had Fabianski as usual, with Fredericks at right back, Ogbonna and Diop making the centre-back pairing. Making his debut today at left-back was 19-year-old Ben Johnson. Very impressive player. In the midfield, we had Obiang, Rice, Nasri, Antonio and Anderson, with Andy Carroll up front. Very, very surprising form, starting 11, which I'll go into in just a moment. On the bench was Adrian, Zabaleta, Noble, Lanzini, Snodgrass, Diangana and Hernandez, aka Chicharito. Yeah, I want to talk about Ben Johnson first of all. As I say, he had one hell of a game. Very, very impressed with him. Kept Mahrez very, very quiet. Mahrez didn't exactly have the best of games, if I'm honest, but very, very impressed with the kid. Is he going to be one for the future yet again? We'll find out in the coming weeks and months. Obviously before the end of the season and also going into next. But City could have easily had 3 or 4 goals within the first 5 or 10 minutes. But we defended superbly well. The majority of those chances came to De Bruyne, and his attempts at goal were just absolutely shocking. To be honest with you, very, very happy with the first half. Very, very happy. Excellent defending, great ball work. We did actually sit back as kind of everybody was expecting us to do. Just basically sat back and absorbed their pressure. City were playing beautifully in the first half, absolutely beautiful, some sublime football. But as I say, we just sat back and let them do it. But we were resolute. The defence played fantastically well. Diop was brilliant, absolutely superb, and he was there for everything. As I say, with Ben Johnson as well, very, very good. He looked like this wasn't his first game for the senior team. Very, very impressed with him. Completely blown away by how, again, another kid, 19 years old, defender through the ranks, former Manchester City winger, from what I understand. He could play left back and he could play right back as well. So that would be interesting to see what happens with him. I don't want to go on too much about him, but to be honest, there wasn't that much to talk about in the first half. We had some good spells of possession. Wasn't very long, but Antonio unfortunately picked up a shoulder injury, but was able to play all the way through. I think it was like 15th or 16th minute, very, very early on. I thought, here we go. This is going to sum it all up. But no, he played on. Bless him. He did as well. He played the entire 90 minutes. Was very, very gingerly running around for obvious reasons. He pulled out of a challenge about 2 or 3 minutes after he came back on the pitch from that shoulder knock. But he grew more in confidence. He must have had something at half time in terms of some repair to his shoulder or something, because he played very, very well. Now, as I say, we did some great football. There's good play in the midfield. Declan Rice once again absolutely bossed it. Samir Nasri played very, very well. Obiang, I think he played okay. Ogbonna was very, very good. As I say, Antonio was good. Anderson didn't have that much to do, but it's understandable because at the end of the day, this is City. They're playing for the league, and they were terrible. I think they had like 2 shots on target by the end of the first half. So now the problem is the second half. Not from our side in any shape or form. There's only one thing that I didn't agree with the officials. They got everything else absolutely spot on throughout the entire game. Ryan Fredericks was quite deservedly booked for his challenge on Sane, and Antonio was also booked in the second half as well for his challenge on I can't remember who it was now. But the only thing that The only thing that I'm not happy with, I said I'm ambivalent about this game, and this is why. Okay, I said in my preview video that I would be very happy if we conceded less than 3 goals. We have. We conceded 1 goal from a penalty, and an exceptionally soft penalty at that. Yes, there's contact. Yes, there's 2 players coming around to Bernardo Silva, but let's just focus on what happened at half-time before we go into that. Nasri was taken off and Lanzini was brought on at half-time. Very, very good idea from Pellegrini. Absolutely can't complain with this in any shape or form. Nursing both players back into the game. Nasri was a bit rusty on a few things, but again, overall for that first half, he played well, played very, very well. Lanzini set up Carroll for what could have been a very, very good goal. The first attempt on target that we had, from what I remember. Ederson made a fantastic save from it, which led to a corner, which is on the 60 minutes, something like that. Very, very good. It was a brilliant ball in from the corner. Anderson and Andy Carroll is onside, runs into the ball, boots the ball, and he slips over as he's doing it. Very, very tricky for him to do, and Ederson palms it out for a corner. Or parries it out for a corner, I should say, which is the terminology. But as I say, just the few minutes later. Now, I want to get your feelings on this, guys, because this is quite a controversial thing. A controversial decision or not for the second game in a row for our boys now. Now, because obviously it was controversial about Hernandez's handball goal. Now, this is very, very controversial. Bernardo Silva was replaced for Sane, I think it was. He's running across the edge of the box. Felipe Anderson is behind him. And Johnson is also coming in to try and close him down. Now, the commentator of the game, well, one of the 2 commentators of the game, I should say, said that it looked like Bernardo Silva slowed down because he knew contact was coming. I tend to agree wholeheartedly with that statement that Scott's guy made. Or Irish, one of the 2. Yes, there is contact. I'm not going to disagree. But yes, it was not intentional. It was literally, everybody was just confused on the pitch. I was going, like, how you could literally see Fredericks go to the ref. How do you explain that sort of thing? His is a very, very soft goal. Very, very soft goal penalty to concede, and a very, very well taken goal by penalty goal by Aguero. But I don't think it's a penalty. Hammer's sunglasses off for a minute, taking the claret and blue tinted glasses away from the moment. I don't think that's a penalty. I really, really don't. Yes, there's contact. Yes, Silva is slowing down. It's anticipation. I think it's very, very soft. The linesman must have been the one that flagged for the goal, for the penalty. It must have been. There's no other explanation for it, ladies and gentlemen. It really, really isn't. But overall, I say, very well taken penalty by Aguero. The only goal they scored today. So I'm very, very happy with that. We also had a couple of more substitutions. Zabaleta for Ben Johnson, because apparently Ben Johnson had a tight calf muscle, which is the reason why he was substituted off. As you can imagine, first game back at the Etihad since Zabaleta left on the free and joined us. He got a standing ovation from everybody in the city stands, and that was brilliant. Talking of the city stands, empty seats, yet as always, and also the atmosphere. Very, very quiet for the first half and the majority of the second half as well. This is what I don't understand about the City supporters. I get it that there's the new few generations that are used to the City winning all the time, but guys, you're pushing for the Premier League title. You're pushing for the Champions League title. You're pushing for the FA Cup final. You've won the League Cup final. Atmosphere at home. Honestly, all the players you've got, I really, really don't get it. But as I say, turning back to us now. So Ben Johnson had a tight calf muscle, which is the reason why he was brought off. And as I say, fair play to the boy. fair play. You know, he played very, very well. He was 19 years old. Very, very good debut from him. Very impressed. And it would be interesting to see what happens between now and the end of the season when it comes to him. As I say, he can play right back, so we could have him on the bench in replacement for Fredericks or Zabaleta. Very good. Let's see what happens. And also, Anderson came off later on, and Diangana came on, and Diangana didn't do too badly either, to be honest with you. Zabaleta played well. I can't fault the players in any shape or form. We kept them very, very quiet. Our back four worked tirelessly, very, very tirelessly, to keep them offside as much as possible, and it worked all the time. There was, Aguero, Mahrez, Sane were flagged as offside multiple times in that game. We had one corner, and City had 12 or 13, and all they managed to do was get a penalty. I am very, very happy with this performance. Very, very happy, but disappointed that we didn't get a point out of it, which technically we would have deserved. I did see on Twitter briefly before before the game finished that one of the guys who runs the Man City fan page and is normally quite complimentary about West Ham supporters and the team itself, said that they couldn't score against the West Ham reserves. I find that a bit harsh, to be honest with you. I can understand it because from City's point of view, they were poor for that game. Very, very, very poor in terms of their finishing. Very, very poor. But to say it was our reserve team, I think that's a little bit harsh. But anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments on this. Are you happy with the performance? I'd be very surprised that anybody isn't happy with this. As if you're new around here and you like what I'm doing, by all means, please click the like button. Please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get first dibs on all the videos. If you like the video and you feel I deserve it, please click the like button. Put your comments in the comment section below, guys. And also, if you feel that I deserve it, then by all means, please share this video with anybody that you feel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, email, WhatsApp, whatever. Just it'd be nice to get a few more people on board with some new commentary. New comments from new people and new subscribers. It'd be great to have more people on board. But anyway, in the meantime, guys, very, very happy with the performance. There's been some interesting results in the league today. I mean, I can't believe Arsenal beat Bournemouth 5-1. I mean, I can, but I can't. It's 5-1. Wow. Liverpool as well, 5-0 as well. So, yeah, weird. Very, very good day for football overall. But as I say, I'm very happy with the support that you guys have shown me over the last few months. Very, very, very thankful for it. The channel isn't growing hugely, but very, very thankful nonetheless. So thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your week, and you will see me on Saturday night for the review of the Geordie game, and you will also see me on probably some point Friday for the preview of the Geordie game as well. So there's new content coming up very soon, so keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, guys, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you later. All the best. Bye bye now.